So if you don't give me the seller disclosure, and by the moment you give me the seller disclosure, then I have 7 days that I can cancel the contract for no reason, and I get the earnest money back. So there's no protection at all on that second point, right? And they did it already on the option period. So you're giving me the 30 days option period, the 29 days for the seller disclosure. So there's no protection for you at all. So something that I do on any listing, I will not do any contract before giving you the seller disclosure, because then I'm gonna close that door. So you cannot come back and you're not gonna have the 7 days for free. So that's what I call when we're closing the doors, to protect the seller, right? I mean, and I don't have any problem if it get late. Okay, you send me the offer, you didn't include the seller disclosure. That's fantastic. Before we sign the contract, here's the seller disclosure. Go ahead and read it, sign it, and send it back to me, and let's fix the contract. And then they want to close on November 30. So basically, you have more option period, more time for the seller disclosure that actually you're gonna close. So I'm telling you flat out, I can cancel this contract at the closing table. Number one, I'm gonna lose only $25. Who cares? And number two, I don't have any obligation to the contract. There's no protection to the seller. Now we go back to the same point that I told you with the first offer. They're sending you a $230,000 offer, and they make some deductions already. Now they're gonna go back after we are under contract. More than likely, they're gonna come back with another cut. So we're gonna go back to the square one, which is the 190, 180 purchase price. Now the only thing that they're trying to do, they want to put you under contract. They understand that there's many siblings on the picture, and they want to close. They're desperate to close. So now, if I have you under contract, I have that leverage over you as a buyer, because I don't need the house, but you need to sell the house. Yeah, and exactly. That's what they're asking. That I'm gonna be, as a seller, responsible for the roof. So what's gonna happen? Oh, you cannot deliver, then we're gonna take the roof off of the property. Which I'm being honest up front, and I'm telling you this is what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And I need to take the roof off the table because I'm gonna need to do it. I'm not gonna wait for the HOA. How long they've been on litigation already? No, that one is gonna come from the paperwork from the HOA. There's another section that it is included, especially on condos or where you have HOA, that they show the dues. For example, sometimes an HOA, they can take a loan to fix the foundation in many properties. They're just gonna go ahead and get the loan, and then they put that statement back to the homeowner that they have to pay a monthly fee. So that's gonna show up whatever she owes, either for settlement on whatever loan the HOA has taken, or any past due is gonna show on the HOA resale certificate or paperwork. And the reason is because the HOA has to release the property to the new owner. There's no need for them to go and put a lien against the house on title. Because if I don't sign the resale, then title is not gonna do it. Yeah, and the thing is that they're being so pusher to get the contract signed ASAP because they know they're dealing with somebody that doesn't know anything about the contract, and they don't know anything about real estate. I'm looking at the website from them, and they're an investment company. They do know what they're doing. So they love going off-market deals because they know more than likely they're not gonna have anybody helping them and telling them, hey, they're gonna fuck you up. And I'm being totally honest with you. At this point, of course, I win the business. I don't want to sound rude, but I don't care about getting the deal or not. What I do care is about helping you, right? If I get the deal or not, I mean, if we can make this offer work, so be it, and I'll be happy that I could help you out. But my duty and my thing is telling you the truth. If they write the contract and you have all the protections and it's realistic, because something is that they're filling her eyes with a big offer so she can sign the contract, and then they come back and they're gonna be like, catch a bitch. Now we're going back to the actual number. They're an investment property. They run the numbers based on the formula that I gave you the other day. They take 30% off the after repair value. They take off the renovation cost, and that's the offer. That's the purchase price. successful investor, that's how they do it. No matter what, the house, the deal, the whatever, they go by the rules. They don't care about the feelings. They go by the numbers. If the number doesn't make sense, they're not gonna buy. So that's why I'm a little bit hesitant, because I know the numbers doesn't work. They just don't work. I mean, if you want to go for it, that's fine. The only thing that I'm saying is just be ready that they're going to come back and try to renegotiate after they do their due diligence. Because that 30 days that they're putting is for the due diligence. They're gonna get contractors out there. They're gonna get estimates. They're gonna run the numbers down to the cent. And then they're gonna come back. Hey, you know what? We were expecting this, but now we found this other thing. So we need to renegotiate if you wanna close. So now it's gonna cost me much more money. So now we need to go to the sales price and go back down, because then it is not gonna make sense for me. Remember, they're investors. They are on the business of making money. So the deal has to make sense for them money-wise so they can pull the trigger. So that's the thing that I'm saying. I mean, they're gonna buy the property. If they put the house on the contract, they're gonna buy the property. The only thing is that it's gonna be just on the right number. More than likely, because I'm running the numbers the same way. And it might be a little bit lower. Realistically speaking, it's gonna be a little bit lower. Now, if we get this to this point, might as well just put the house on the market and open the house to the public, and we put it on a lower price, and then we start a bidding war. Because if we put this house on 170,000, we're gonna get a lot of traffic in that property. I can guarantee you that. Now, at that point, you can appeal to different buyers that have different strategies on their investments, and you might have some buyers that are willing to pay more for the property. Now, if we go to a seasoned investor, this is how they're gonna look the deal. It doesn't go anywhere. So honestly, might as well, you're gonna get more money putting the house on the market versus trying to pick and choose just one investor just because you got one offer. And they are too good to be true, is what I'm trying to say. To be totally honest, you can try and put the house on the contract. Check this out. They're asking for 30 days, option period. We've been dealing with this almost for 30 days already, right? So that's wasted time. We are gonna spend another 30 days getting another buyer or just fighting between the siblings. Because she is the one that doesn't see reality. I would suggest go ahead and sign the contract. Because if they back out, anyways, they're losing $25. You don't need to pay anything. You don't need to give them any money back. You don't need to pay them nothing. So it's gonna cost you nothing to waste another 30 days with the hopes that you can actually sell the house. Let's say we put the house on the contract, they do the inspection, they do everything, and they come back and you know what, the house isn't worth it $230,000. I'm gonna offer you $150. Take it or leave it. You can leave it at that point, and you don't lose anything, just time. But we're losing time anyways. So what I will suggest, go ahead and clean the contract, because that contract is so fucked up. Clean the contract, sign the contract, and let her find out for herself. And don't tell her, show her. Now we are running the chance that they actually pay you more. At that point, we win. Worst case scenario, exactly, they pay more. In reality, they're gonna come with a lower negotiation, and she's gonna see for herself. If you guys are willing and they land within the threshold, then you guys sell the house and get it done. But go with the right expectation that they're gonna come back. Now you have 3 siblings that they understand and they know that this is too good to be true. I'm advising this, and I wanna be wrong. I want them to offer you the 230. Now, based on my past experience, it's telling me that it's not gonna happen. But at least you show her what is the real game, how they're playing the game, and she can see for herself, and you can tell her after the fact, I told you. Now, losing another 30 days with the hope that we actually close on the house, but what happens if they come with a 190? Everybody agreed with the 190. She's gonna see that, oh, this is exactly what Sergio was telling me. Well, might as well, let's go ahead because we are under contract already. I don't want to start over and give me the 190, and I'll be happy. And then you guys sell the house. So my suggestion, talk to Patrick, to your husband, tell him how it is, but go ahead and sign the contract, clean the contract, sign the contract, and let's see what happens. Because we're gonna waste another 30 days anyways. So might as well get some homes. Or If that actually happened because she got the experience already, what happened? Now she's gonna be like, you know what, let's go ahead and list the house, put it on the market, and then we stop wasting time going back and forth, fighting with the different buyers, and just put it on the market. It is what it is, and let's get it sold.